Yo, what is up? What's been happening? Welcome back to another episode of Those Car Dudes.
Today we're going to show you how to fix the headlining on your sunroof, and more specifically on an E36, because there's nothing worse than having fabric flapping down on your head when you're driving along.
Nathan, when was the first time you noticed this curtain hanging from your roof?
Just the other day actually.
Looks hideous.
Yeah, it looks disgusting. It really does, and really doesn't make a user-friendly experience. So
No.
I cannot wait to get this nice and tucked up and everything, and the whole headline is going to look beautiful.
For those of you that don't know, Nathan is a part-time Uber driver in his spare time, and well, he wants to make sure that his car is well up to standard to pass the Uber criteria.
Can I just say, I would be a terrible Uber driver because I'd only be able to take one passenger. As soon as I put people in the back seat of this car, the tires just rub.
At least you have back seats, Nathan.
Whoa, Nathan, just handing me parts. This is ridiculous.
Hey, good job. That's looking way better in there.
For the first step, what you want to do is you want to slide your sunroof back ever so slightly. You just want it to drop down literally like only a few millimeters, just like we've got it here, so that then the inner metal piece can separate from the outer metal piece of the sunroof. So you want to drop it down just a little bit. Honestly, it's a little bit tricky, just enough so that you can slide it back. Now I'll show you. So now we're in the car. We actually ripped the we pulled this rubber seal out. It just pulls out, it just clips on so that we've got more room, and I just ripped the rest of the fabric off so that I have more access to everything under here. So now that we've got the sunroof dropped out just ever so slightly, we should be able to push this back. And if you need to, use one of these little plastic pry tools to help you pull that back. But then you should be able to slide this inner piece all the way back just like that. And then once you've done that, then you can start with the nuts on the outer piece of the sunroof. So we're going to take the outer piece out, and then we can take this inner piece out by sliding it forward again later on. Once you've got that interior piece slid back, then you can access these three 17mm bolts here. There's one there, and one there. So we can undo those just with a 17mm socket.
Nathan, I also own a car with a sunroof, and I think we might have to do this to my sunroof as well, because my sunroof on my Skyline seems to be leaking quite a bit.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Especially in this, you know, tropical storms that we've been having here in Auckland.
Your car's garaged though, bro.
I know, so it's not leaking at the moment. But once you drive it in the rain, that's when you...
That's when you know.
That's when you know. You know it's leaking when you're climbing into your car with a wet seat. Not a fun feeling.
There's some torque screws right up in here that we need to undo.
Up in here.
And how to make me lose my mind, I tell you what, these will make you lose your mind because they're really hard to get to. So I'm not even going to bother trying to show you on camera because they're so hard to see, but they're in there, and I can show you afterwards. I believe there's one on each side. There might be more than one on each side, but we'll find out.
Seems to be working quite good for you, Nathan, so
yeah,
that's what matters, right?
Oh yes. I highly recommend having a magnet as well. You can like poke up in there and get it. So I'm gonna get one of those. There it is, JD. That is number one Torx bolt. Oh gosh. Oh mate.
It's down the black hole.
It's down the black hole.
Down the black. You're never gonna get it ever again, Nathan. No, I don't think you're gonna get it.
Wait, is there a new post happening on Those Car Dudes right now, Nathan? Is someone posting on Those Car Dudes right now?
Somebody's hacking into the system. Once you got that screw out, you'll see just further back there's a gold locator pin there, and so you just want to pry the blue, well, whatever your body color is, off that little clip there, just like that, and do the same on the other side, and this whole panel will lift right out. Look at that.
Nice, bro.
Over here you can see there are adjusters for the sunroof on either side. Basically you can adjust these side to side so that your sunroof sits flush with the rest of your roof. To make sure that they don't move while we're working on it, I'm just going to put a little piece of tape over them, and then when we put it together later, then it will be flush again.
But Nathan, they're not very hard to adjust, so if they have moved,
yeah,
then we'll just adjust them later.
Exactly. It's not hard. It is a little fiddly, but it's not hard, so it saves us some time later. Now that we've got the outer piece of the sunroof out of the car, we can slide this inner piece forward and pull this out of the car. To do that though, there is some more Torx screws on either side that attach it to the rails. So we're gonna undo all of those screws, and then we'll be able to pull this out, scrape off the old glue, and glue on the piece of fabric with the new glue.
I got what you need.
Player!
Nathan, what is similar between your E36 and your E30?
They both have big holes in the top.
That's very depressing.
Isn't it lovely?
Do you know what is more sad? You have no sunroof and it's raining right now.
Not even raining.
It's raining, Nathan. What we're going to do now is we're going to try and get off the old glue by using the Terps scraper and a rag. We're going to try and get off as much as we can. Otherwise, I reckon we'll just wire wheel it, Nathan.
Wire wheel the whole thing?
Wire wheel it.
Look terrible.
We'll paint it pink.
Pink? No.
For those of you that have been following the E30 build, more things to come on that very, very soon. Nathan is very excited because, well, Nathan, what are you doing?
I'm ironing.
What are you ironing?
I'm ironing my roof lining.
Man.
It's all wrinkled.
Domesticated, everybody.
Look at that. It's all wrinkled, but then you iron it flat before you stick it on. And then when you do eventually put it back into your car, it'll look brand new again.
You know what, Nathan? I think that's a great idea. Great idea.
We've finished ironing our fabric the best that we can.
Look at it, Nathan. It's nice and smooth.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit dusty on here.
A little dust in my ear.
That's mean. We've also roughened this up with a bit of Terps and Scotch-Brite pad to try and get as much of the old glue off as possible. There's still a bit on there, but it's all good. It'll be good enough for us. What I've got here is some spray-on fabric glue. This sticks to fabric, cardboard, plastic, metal, wood, felt, and more.
Anything that we want, Nathan.
Yes, so we're going to use that and see how that goes. And we're going to spray a line on, press it down, make sure we get all the air bubbles out, spray another line, press it down, and so on until we get a nice smooth finish and it's stuck to here and it's not going to come off again.
Once again.
Here you go, Nathan.
Brand new. It looks amazing. That's real cool. That's all stuck down. We're gonna wait for that to dry, have some lunch, then we'll come back and we can chuck it in the car. Everything's all glued down, and now we're gonna put this inner piece back into the car. So we just gotta line it up with the holes.
Brand new.
Now that this is all lined up in the right way round, we're going to put our Torx screws back in and screw it all up.
We are literally going to be working in the exact, well, opposite way of, well, how we worked before, Nathan.
Yes, that's right. We're putting the inner piece in and then we'll put the outer piece on top of that.
I don't know what I said made sense, but there you go.
I got it, bro.
Okay,
I got you. The inner piece is now in the car, and so what we want to do is we want to remove these pieces of tape if you did decide to put them on, so on these adjusters over here. And then we're ready to put the sunroof on the top of the car again. So what we're going to do is we're going to line up the sunroof with this locator pin on each side. This is probably the hardest part of the job, and it can be a little bit tedious trying to get your hand in there and everything. So you want to be able to slide this back and then try and locate that. And once it's located on both sides, you can pop in the Torx screw on both sides again. And then the final step will be making sure this is slid all the way back and putting those two 17mm nuts on the bottom of here. So let's do it.
Let's go, man.
The locator pins are in, and so we want to put back the Torx screws, but we got to be very, very careful because it's very easy to bump the sunroof and knock the pins out, and then you got to do it all again. It's a real time consuming process, and your neck's like this trying to get it in. Really frustrating if you have to do it again. So what we've done is we've got a little torque screw here with a bit of blue tack on the end of it. I don't know if you can see that. And
doesn't want to focus.
Doesn't want to focus, but there is, trust me. So we put a bit of blue tack and we've put that on the end of the Torx bit like that.
That's very clever, Nathan.
Yeah, and so what means is that we can get it up there and it's less chance of it falling off the end of the screwdriver and us losing it down there, and then we've got to pop the whole sunroof off and it's just a mission. So to get it back in again. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get into the holes and screw those in on both sides and the 17mm nuts, and then it's done.
Alright, so we finally managed to get the bolts back into where they were supposed to be in the corners. It did take a bit of time, but the blue tack definitely did help out. Nathan, now we're just
going to... the rest of those nuts?
We're going to be tightening up those 17s and fit all the rest of the... Nathan, what's he doing?
I'm trying to find these nuts.
We're going to put them back onto the car and then fit all the other pieces that we've taken off, like this... I don't know, what do you call this? Like surround?
It's like a seal, like a rubber slash.
We're gonna put that back on, and then hopefully, Nathan, we'll be able to pull that well, little thing that we took out all the way to the front, and your sunroof will be back to mint.
Back to mint. That's what we do here. Back to mint.
Back to mint.
Subscribe to Back to Mint.
I don't like that.
That's our new name. Back to Mint.
Hey, if we can do it, you can do it. All right.
BTM.
Just squeeze this on. See? Like that. Moment of truth, Nathan. Hey!
Let's see if it works.
That's awesome, bro. A couple of bubbles, but nothing too serious. Oh wow! It's working.
Working, Mark. All the way. And look at how nice that looks.
It's not sagging anymore, Nathan. This is exciting. Well, Nathan, in the process of fixing your sunroof, I actually knocked your windscreen mirror. And, well,
you did.
Nathan, I just don't like the way that they've attached this mirror to the actual glass. Well, it doesn't make any sense from BMW to do that.
Well, to say attached is your first mistake, because they didn't even attach it, did they? They just put some glue on a piece of flat plastic.
You know what happened when they made the E36? They were like, yep, we finished everything, and then one person was like, oh, wait a minute, we forgot to fit the rear view mirror.
That's exactly what they did.
And they were like, oh, what should we do?
Well, we'll whip one out of the old model, the E30, and we'll just quickly stick it on the windscreen. And there they go. That's how you got it. So, it's not your fault, JD. I forgive you entirely.
And there we have it. We don't have hanging curtains on the E36 anymore. The only thing hanging on this car right now is this rear view mirror.
Yep, JD broke my rearview mirror, but the sunroof, it opens with no fabric hanging, and it's legit. So we're ready for a sunny day, JD. Bring it on, if we ever get one in Auckland.
Not really
it seems
looking like it.
It's just always raining, but yes.
European cars are known to have, well, sagging roof liners, but, you know, that's an easy way to fix it.
Exactly, it's a classic case of DIY. That's what it's all about. We just bought some spray-on glue from the hardware store, and there you go. You've saved yourself a whole lot of money with just a little bit of time and effort. We hope this tutorial helped you guys and helped you guys to fix your headliners in your cars and your sunroofs, and especially in the E36s. But other than that, we're done for today.
We're done, Nathan.
Yeah, what should the people do from here on out?
Now you can check out all our other videos on our channel, and make sure you check us out on Instagram, hit that follow button, hit that sub button on YouTube, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
So you're driving along and you decide to open your sunroof, but my key's not in the car.